for www.ketowithpaul.com. That's www.ketowithpaul.com. There's a secret, guys, a secret diet that many celebrities, CEOs, athletes, 12.9 million other Americans are using this product. It's the keto diet. Actually, you're doing the keto diet. But this product is amazing. This keto diet, and it's considered an efficient way to reach weight loss goals. But you don't have to stick to the keto diet to get this increased energy levels and enhance your mental focus. Since I'm using this keto diet ingredients, the progress can be slow, but it is steady. It takes time for the body to stop using energy from the carbs that you used to eat. That's why I've switched to this amazing keto powder. It helps increase the ketones levels in your body without the strict rules associated with the traditional keto diet. So results like a boosted metabolism came sooner for me. Increase the level of ketones in your body today. And remember, go to www.ketowithpaul.com. That's www.ketowithpaul.com. You can save 51% if you go there now at www.ketowithpaul.com.
Lula defeats Bolsonaro to again become Brazil's president. That's right, Lula da Silva has done it again. 20 years after first winning the Brazilian presidency, the far leftist defeated incumbent Jair Bolsonaro on Sunday in an extremely tight election that marks an about-face for the country after 4 years of far-right politics. With 99.9% of the votes tallied in the runoff vote, da Silva had a 50.9% lead, and Bolsonaro had a 49.1% of the vote. And the election authority said da Silva's victory was a mathematical certainty. At about 10 p.m. local time, 3 hours after the results were in, the lights went out in the presidential palace, and Bolsonaro had not yet conceded nor reacted in any way. Before the vote, Bolsonaro's campaign had made repeated claims of possible election manipulation, raising fears that he would not accept defeat and would challenge the results if he lost. The high-stakes election was a stunning reversal for da Silva, 77, whose imprisonment for political corruption sidelined him from the 2018 election that brought Bolsonaro, a defender of conservative social values, into power. Update on the pedestrian bridge that collapsed in India, killing at least 132 people. Indian military teams were searching on Monday for people still missing after a 143-year-old suspension bridge collapsed into a river on Sunday in the western Indian state of Gujarat, sending hundreds plunging into the water and killing at least 133 people in one of the country's worst accidents in years. As families mourned the dead, attention was starting to turn to why the bridge, which was built by the British in the late 1800s and touted as a, quote, engineering marvel, collapsed and who might be responsible. The local government had awarded a 15-year contract to maintain and manage the bridge to a Morbi-based company, mainly known for making clocks, mosquito rackets, and electric bikes. It reopened the bridge, which spans a wide section of the Machu Picchu River, on October 26. That's the first day of the Gujarati New Year, which coincides with the Hindu festival season, and the newly reopened attraction drew hundreds of sightseers. China launches its third and final space station component. On Monday, China launched the third and final module to complete its permanent space station and realize a more than decade-long effort to maintain a constant crewed presence in orbit as its competition with the United States is starting to grow increasingly fierce. Mingtian was blasted into space on Monday afternoon from the Weichang Satellite Launch Center on the southern island province of Henan. A large crowd of amateur photographers, space enthusiasts, and others watched the liftoff from an adjoining beach. A planet-killer asteroid has been spotted hiding in the sun's glare. astronomers have spotted 3 near-Earth asteroids that were lurking undetected within the glare of our sun. One of the asteroids is the largest potentially hazardous object posing a risk to Earth ever to be discovered in the past 8 years. The asteroids belong to a group found within the orbits of Earth and Venus, but they're incredibly difficult to observe because the brightness of the sun shields them from telescope observations. To avoid the sun's glare, astronomers leaped at the chance to conduct their observations during the brief window of twilight. An international team spied on the space rocks while using the dark energy camera located on the Victor Blanco 4-meter telescope located at the Cerro Tolo Inter-American Observatory in Chile. Their findings were then published on Monday in the Astronomical Journal. And one man just couldn't wait for Halloween to begin, as a California man dressed in his Fireball whiskey bottle costume has been arrested for drunken conduct. A Halloween reveler dressed as a bottle of Fireball cinnamon whiskey was arrested early today for drunken disorderly conduct, domestic battery, and several other charges, according to California jail records. Dominic Salazar, a 31-year-old, was booked into the county lockup at 3:20 a.m. on an assortment of felony, misdemeanor, and vehicular counts. As can be seen by the photographs, the 6-foot, 293-pound Salazar was wearing his Halloween costume when he was photographed by jail personnel. The whiskey bottle outfit, which goes online for about $45, is 100% polyester and, quote, intended for adults of legal drinking age. According to the Fireball website, which also notes that, quote, Halloween is all about letting your wildest dreams come true. So this year, become a human-sized bottle of Fireball. You're welcome. And just in time for Halloween, NASA releases a photo of the sun, and it kind of looks like a jack-o'-lantern. NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory this week captured an image of the sun in ultraviolet light featuring 3 dark patches that look kind of like a smiley face, a face that could signal a solar storm with problems for Earth. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Space Weather Prediction Center did issue a minor geomagnetic storm watch effective for Saturday. And while geomagnetic storms can create beautiful-looking auroras in the sky, they can also disrupt things like GPS systems and create harmful currents in our power grid. The dark patches, known as corneal holes, are regions where solar wind escapes more quickly and readily into space, making these regions cooler. But people did capitalize on the opportunity of the photograph to make memes online and alterations of the smiling sun to look kind of like a jack-o'-lantern. Unmasking Halloween. What is Halloween? Why do people celebrate it? What is the history behind it? And what are the spiritual dark forces connected to it? Join Pastor Paul Begley and BC Begley on Halloween night as they attempt to answer these questions and more in a 2-part presentation. Go to www.paulbegleyprophecy.com to order your tickets today.